What's up guys, PTCGL here and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are finally kicking off Shrouded Fable, a long-awaited mini set in the Pokemon TCG with what I believe to be the new best deck in the format, and I'm actually serious about this, Regidrago VSTAR. Now, Regidrago saw a decent amount of success with Twilight Masquerade and with the addition of Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, but I feel like with the addition of the brand new Kyurem from Shrouded Fable, that Regidrago is actually the best deck in the game now. And it's honestly so powerful at this point that, I mean, it honestly deserves it. Regidrago has been such a flop deck for so long. It's been so awkward to try and figure out how to play it best. And when Ogerpon came out, that was kind of like the first piece of the puzzle of putting it back together. And I feel like Kyurem was the final piece to make Regidrago finally become the deck it always was supposed to be, I guess. When it came out in Silver Tempest, which was like a year and a half ago or something like that, 2 years ago maybe, it was like highly anticipated, and now it finally is good because of all the stuff that it now has. So Regidrago VSTAR is a 280 HP Dragon type VSTAR, and it has no weakness, no resistance as Dragon types do, and it has a hefty 3 retreat cost. It has the Apex Dragon attack, which does 0 damage, but allows you to choose an attack from any of your Dragon Pokemon in your discard pile, and you get to use it as that attack. And of course, we have the Legacy Star ability, which is our VSTAR power, which allows us to discard the top 7 cards of our deck and put 2 of any card in our discard pile into our hand. So basically how this deck works is you want to get your Regidrago VSTAR in play so you can use Apex Dragon, and you can use Legacy Star to help discard your Dragon type Pokemon and then be able to get crucial resources out of your discard pile, while also being able to take advantage of, that's not it, Teal Mask Ogerpon's Teal Dance ability, which allows you to attach energies. We've talked about Teal Mask Ogerpon a couple times on the channel before. We've made a couple videos talking about specific different builds, but I feel like Teal Mask Ogerpon feels right at home with Regidrago. Teal Dance allows you to accelerate energies, draw cards, and also Teal Mask is a pretty decent attacker depending on the matchup, but mainly we want to be able to use energy switch to be able to switch the energies onto our Regidrago VSTAR, so that way it can use Apex Dragon in a singular turn. So how do we make this deck super powerful? Of course, we have our Teal Mask Ogerpon as our draw engine and as our energy acceleration. We are also playing Mew EX with the restart ability, which allows us to draw until we have 3 cards in our hand, and also we can energy switch onto Mew EX and use genome hacking to be able to copy our opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. Now, this can be good against things like Cornerstone Ogerpon. It can be good against Mimikyu, sort of these stall sort of things, but also the restart ability can be really good if you're in a pinch, and also free retreat is a great pivot option. We talked about it in almost exactly the same, I almost word for word just said what Mew does in my last video on Toadscruel EX, but I mean, Mew EX is just a very good all-round sort of card, and so that's why I've included it in my list. It's not mandatory, but it can be very useful when you kind of just need a little bit of a boost in multiple different aspects. We are also playing one copy of Hawlucha, the Flying Entry Hawlucha, which allows you to choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon and put 1 damage counter on each of them. Basically, this means that we can use, we can kind of mess around with math a little bit. It's mainly helpful for things like copying Apex Dragon, copying Dragapult EX, and being able to spread damage counters. We can actually knock out 70 HP Pokemon with this ability, and also it helps fix some math. Before I started recording this video, I actually went up against a Lugia VSTAR deck, and I was able to use Flying Entry to be able to use Kyurem's Trifrost attack and take 4 prizes in a single turn, but it was only possible thanks to Hawlucha. So a lot of people might think, that doesn't seem like it's very useful. Trust me, it is very useful, as long as it doesn't like start as your active Pokemon or something like that. We are also playing Fezandipiti EX, or as my local testing group is calling it, Fezandipiti EX. I promise I will try not to say that in the videos, because we're going to see this a lot in the next few videos. I promise I'll try not to say Fezandipiti, but no guarantees. But I almost said Skibbity. Fezandipiti EX has the Flip the Script ability, which is the most important thing about it. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you can draw 3 cards. This is basically Oricorio GX from back in the day, reincarnated as a new bird, and it's very powerful. Allows you to kind of reset your hand. It's like a really good Iono unfair stamp sort of proof card, and Cruel Arrow for 3 colorless energies, 100 damage snipe is really decent as well. But mainly that Flip the Script ability is just really good. Next up, we have Dragapult EX. We are just playing Dragapult so we can discard it, and so we can use the Phantom Dive attack to do 200 damage and put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. This is very helpful. This is Regidrago's like main attack that I'll use all the time, and I think this is the best place for Dragapult EX to be. It's been kind of a fraudulent deck for a long time. Like, there's been fringe success with it, but I honestly feel like it's just the best that it can be as in a Regidrago deck, where its attacks are incredibly useful, just not with the actual Dragapult itself. Next up, we have 1 copy of Giratina VSTAR. You could arguably put Raging Bolt EX in here instead of Giratina VSTAR, but I really like having Giratina VSTAR in here because of the Lost Impact attack, just being able to do 280 damage flat out. It does require 2 energies to get Lost Zoned, but it can be really useful for knocking out VSTARs, knocking out like Pidgeot EX, things like that. 280 damage also can allow you to do some chip damage, and then you can kind of clean it up with Phantom Dive later on some of those like EX Pokemon. And then if it's like Charizard EX, you can go Lost Impact, Phantom Dive, like if you can't knock it out in 1 turn, which realistically you can, and then you can use Hawlucha with the Flying Entry to be able to completely knock it out. It takes some combos, definitely some math is involved when playing this deck, but 280 damage is very good. Next up, we have Kyurem. Okay, I'm so excited that we're talking about Kyurem now because I've been looking forward to this card for months. Ever since I saw that this card was a thing. I was actually on vacation when I learned about it, and immediately I was like, oh my gosh, this thing might just be the thing that makes Regidrago great. And that's all anybody's been able to talk about this set, other than the Dusknoir line, is Kyurem. Kyurem has an insanely broken ability and a very expensive attack, but that's not why we're talking about it. The Plasma Bane ability basically it's an anti-Lost Box. If you guys remember like Drapion V, this is basically like, I think the same person who made Drapion V probably made this card. They were just so tired of losing to Lost Box, so they decided to make Kyurem. But we don't care about the ability or the attack cost. All we care about is getting it in the discard pile, and then we can use the Trifrost attack, discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 110 damage to 3 of your opponent's Pokemon. This can wipe entire boards. If your opponent's playing Gardevoir, knock out 3 Kirlias, and your opponent has nothing left to do, and you kind of just win. Opponent's playing Charizard, knock out 2 Charmanders and their Pidgey. Boom, all gone. If they're playing Dragapult, knock out 2 Dreepies and their Pidgey. Whatever it is, you can just knock out all those smaller Pokemon, or you can kind of completely annihilate your opponent's board. If they've got like multiple chip damage Pokemon, you can go ahead and Trifrost those Pokemon and take those prize cards. It does come at the cost of discarding all the energy, but honestly that's not too bad, especially since we have that energy acceleration. And honestly, this can just win the game on the spot, which is incredibly terrifying for anyone who's against this deck, but it's also just really good. It feels really good when you can use Trifrost as a Regidrago player. So yeah, obviously we have our Regidrago V, which we have to evolve from. It has a Celestial Roar attack, which is the one that you're probably going to use the most if you're going like second, turn 1. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are energies, you can attach them to this Pokemon. Also helps get dragons in the discard pile. And then Dragon Laser, 130 damage and 30 damage snipe. Pretty decent. It helps fix some math. And yeah, not really much else other than it's just a basic V. And then of course we have the V-Star, and then also we have Squawkabilly EX, 1 copy of that for Squawking Seas on the first turn, so we can kind of turbo through our deck, get what we need to set up, and then yeah, it's pretty solid from there. I know we spent a lot of time talking about the Pokemon, but it's important too because this deck is very reliant on getting the right stuff at the right time, and those Pokemon are able to do that since we have so many of them. Trainers, honestly, we've got a pretty diverse trainer line. It's a lot of turbo stuff. We have one copy of Canceling Cologne to get through Mimikyu and through Cornerstone. That's really it. We can also use Canceling Cologne actually to Canceling Cologne a Manaphy, so we can use Kyurem and Trifrost. It's very rare, but it happens sometimes, and so that's why it's in here. We are playing 4 copies of Earthen Vessel to discard our dragons and search our deck for energies, which we can put into play with our Ogerpons and attach our fire energies to Dragapult. We are playing 4 copies of Energy Switch to switch our energies from Ogerpon onto Dragapult, or not, onto Regidrago, excuse me, not Dragapult, Regidrago. We are playing 4 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics into play. All our bigger basics, we don't want to put like Hawlucha onto the board. 1 copy of Night Stretcher, which is very useful for getting back like our Regidrago V-Stars, or just getting back a crucial support Pokemon, something like that. Night Stretcher is really good at being able to do that, or it gets back an energy, which can help win the game as well. Prime Catcher is our ace spec of choice. You can honestly play multiple different ace specs with this deck, but Prime Catcher is just the best one. It's a free Gust and a free Switch. Yeah, nothing really more to say about that. Superior Energy Retrieval discards dragons, gets energies back into our hand. Switch 1 copy of this just in case like we use Trifrost and we can't get out of the active spot, or we have a really expensive retreater in the active and we just need to get it out. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, discard our dragons, get dragons, and then 3 copies of Boss, 3 copies of Iono, and 4 copies of Research. Really just simplified supporter lines, not really much to go off of here, and then 8 grass energies and 3 fire energies. So this is the list. I know I just spent a long time talking about it, but honestly I'm very excited to play this. I personally just wanted to break this down because just so that way you guys fully understand how this deck works, and yeah, kind of just like a mini masterclass on what everything is here for, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna hop into some games with Regidrago. Real quick, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you wouldn't mind, I would greatly appreciate if you consider subscribing. We're like really close, actually. In the past few videos, I've been getting like, I think 50-something subscribers since the beginning of last month, which is insane. I really appreciate it. We are less than 50 away, so any support is greatly appreciated. And yeah, let's just hop into some games without further delay. And yeah, so I've had decent success with this deck. I've been playing this deck pretty much all day at the time of recording this video. I know it doesn't look like that. I've been doing other stuff as well, but I've been playing this deck for a decent amount of time today. I guess that's better. And I've won every game so far. It's pretty broken. But Shrouded Fable does bring a lot of new stuff to the table. I'm really excited to try and figure it out. Finally something fresh, something new to try. Our opponent's going first. We want to go first, technically, because we can use, like, right on cue, Squawkabilly. But this is actually a really decent hand, because we can get 2 Ogerpons in play, we can get energies attached, and we can use Squawkabilly. So, we want to have 2 Regidrago Vs and 2 Ogerpons. So this is probably going to be a mirror match, and that's not very good. Mirrors are very difficult to win when our opponent goes first, but it's definitely still possible. The one weakness to this deck is that it can be very bricky at times, and our opponent might be in that situation where they're just not having a great time. Yeah, this is definitely a mirror match. Also, it's important to note that we're not playing any Radiants in this deck. Some decks play Radiant Charizard, but honestly, I did not choose to include it, and some decks play Professor Turo's Scenario, and I didn't include that either. Basically, what we have right now... Yeah, okay, so we basically just win now, because we can just set up kind of everything that we want, and then there's not really much our opponent can do about it. We just go here, we go here, just get our Ogerpons. We can actually just go double Teal Dance if we want to. 1 and 2 We basically just want to be able to... we can even use energy switch here. Okay, so that's a ton of energies. Well, let's go here. We can go energy switch here. We're not going to attack with Regidrago on this turn. We're just going to go here. Even though this is probably best if we would have attacked with Regidrago. Squawk and Seize. Yeah. We could have gotten there, but I honestly want to keep this Regidrago and this energy switch in hand. So I think what we'll do is we'll just Celestial Roar. This is a really good spot. And we do actually get to keep an energy. So that's really good. I think that we basically kind of just win. Because we also can use Legacy Star and discard the top 7 cards. Probably get like something going. Opponent seems to be bricking pretty hard. So we could be potentially in a game-winning spot here. Because they don't have anything. I think they're just literally trying to get energies. Because they've discarded only, like... Okay, so they have something, at least. But I don't think it's enough. I think it's just too late. Usually you want to be the first one to set your Regidrago up. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, you want to have... You want to be the first one to set your Regidragos up. And if you don't, you're done for. Because Regidrago is a very turbo deck. And if you're behind on the turbo... Oh, that's rude. But actually fine. Oh, they Celestial Roared and they got nothing. Oof, that's actually real bad for them. So the good news is we actually still get our double Teal Dance. We have our energy switches, so we don't really mind... Okay, fire energy. We actually can just retreat naturally if we wanted to. But I think that's kind of a waste. We can just go energy switch from this one onto this one. This here, and then we're going to go Regidrago VSTAR, and then we can kind of just research away this hand, to be honest. I'm not going to use... Oh, wow, okay, so we do get our second Regidrago going, which kind of just cements how this game's going to go. We also have Earthen Vessel away the Dragapult. We don't even need to use Legacy Star right now. We can, even though we have all our energy switches in there, I guess it might not be a bad idea. Yeah, we'll go something like this. Let's retreat. I still have Legacy Star, right? Yeah, I do. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we'll go here. I don't really think I want to bench this, because we can... Yeah, we're down a boss. We're down a couple things, right? We have a Dragapult EX in there, though, and that's really what we want to use this turn. But, yeah, since we're ahead, it's basically... We could go for the KO on the Regidrago right now, if we really wanted to. I guess, you know what? Let's try for it. Let's try. We're going to be real greedy here. We got it. Perfect. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and grab V-Star, and we're going to go and grab Energy Switch, I think. Because that basically just guarantees us the game. I don't want to use the Energy Switch just yet. I guess that's fine, though, because... Yeah, we'll just go here. Then we can just go ahead and use... Yeah, you know what? We'll bench another one, because we can actually do something like this Teal Dance on another energy, so that way we can just kind of dump all the energies. And, yeah, we do have access to Giratina now, so we'll just go ahead and use Apex Dragon, and we will use Lost Impact, knock out the Regidrago V, and then just Lost Zone 2 energies. So sometimes you really do gotta be... excuse me, you really have to be aggressive, but this basically just wins. Because we'll just target down anything else that they put down, and we even have Prime Catcher. Yeah, this one's over. So we're down a lot of resources, but we're so set up that our opponent really can't just respond with anything. Ultra Ball, okay. They're going for another V, probably. But if they do... Nope, just another Teal Mask. probably just trying to stay alive at this point. Yeah, it's over. I mean, they had 2 cards, one of them being a Teal Mask Ogerpon. They needed like a Research or an Iono to even consider staying in the game, but they didn't have it. So, you definitely want to go first with this deck. I mean, going second isn't the worst thing ever, but... Oh, finally, we're out of the Snubble League. Thank you. Thank you. I hate being in the Snubble League. It looks so creepy. But if you want to go first, because otherwise you might be in like the mirror matchup and you kind of just fall behind in the mirror a lot of the time. Opponent is... I don't know what that combination was. I didn't see what their deck box was. Heads, our opponent, yeah, they probably won. The coin flip is what I was going to say, but they definitely did. They're going to choose who goes first. They're most likely going to go first. So this is kind of going back to a... Oh, I'm going first. Thank you. I think we're heading back into a going first sort of meta for the most part. I can get behind this hand. If we can get, like, a Nest Ball. I think if we get one more Nest Ball... okay, Turbo Dark. That is scary, but I think, like, Trifrost can do some work. Until the end of your turn. Okay. Ooh, so I think they're going, like, Turbo Pecharunt here. Let's go Nest Ball. We could just go for the Squawkabilly and then just get a new hand. I honestly am okay with that. Let's go here. Let's go here, and then let's go Squawk and Seize. Yeah, just dump this hand. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is pretty decent, actually. We can go Teal Dance. We should have actually probably Superiored first. We can Superior now, really. We could also wait. Honestly, I'm not upset with waiting. Because that means that we don't have to get rid of the energy switch. But I also don't want to just use the energy switch right away in case the Regidrago isn't the best choice. So this might be actually the Turbo Pecharunt deck, kind of like the Loyal 3 sort of deck. I think our best top deck would be something like an Ultra Ball or, no, actually it would be the new Stretcher. Okie doke. So this would get them... yeah, Pecharunt would get them into the active. Mew. Interesting. So they're going to use Subjugating Chains and poison this, which can do 260. That isn't enough to... Oh, yeah, it actually can knock out. That's actually really scary. Wow, okay, they got everything that they wanted. Ooh, we might be in a bit of trouble. What is their weakness? Fighting? Ooh, I thought it was going to be grass. Yeah, that's not great. Luminion? What are they going to grab? Research? Iono? Janine's Secret? What the? Hold on. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. 2 of your dark Pokemon. Oh, wow, that's like a new... Yeah, we might have to cover that on the channel. Oh my gosh. Let's just hope that they don't have any other way to accelerate energy, I guess. Oh my. Oh, we are in trouble. Okay, good thing I didn't energy switch, because, we are in trouble. We might actually lose this. So they're poisoned. Wow, honestly, we might have to cover this deck, because that's insane. I think we have to go with Regidrago V. They do take damage, which is nice, but at the same time, they're doing 300 damage. Another Teal Mask, so we do have to pitch that. Get rid of these. I mean, we could have gone with the energy switch and had another Teal Mask to go with. We just need to draw cards at this point. We are in a very bad position. Should we have gone? I think we should have actually gone with the Teal Mask, to be honest. We can go Earthen Vessel away 1 and get 2. The duplication trick. I think we should have actually gone with the Ogerpon. I don't think we would have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no, we wouldn't have gotten the knockout anyways. We're kind of forced to... We really need something here. Mew actually could help. We need this here. We need to use Energy Switch, and then we're basically hoping that we can draw into like a Research or our Stretcher or something. Nah, we kind of just lose this one. So, that's unfortunate. Definitely really cool. Our opponent, 300 damage on the first turn. That's not... that's, like, crazy. My concern, though, with that deck is kind of... can it sustain itself for the rest of the game? But... We just did not... Everything fell apart after losing out on that Regidrago and then just really bad draws. So, heading into another game, it might be another Ogerpon game. And, honestly, like, looking at the meta right now, Teal Mask Ogerpon is literally everywhere. Like, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be against a Teal Mask deck. Whether that be Regidrago, Raging Bolt, Turbo. If people are still playing Quad Ogerpon, which I salute you, definitely, as someone who... Ooh, yeah, I can choose. Yeah, we're gonna go first. Someone who's been playing Quad Ogerpon before, it's very fun, but obviously I think Regidrago is the best partner. Ooh, and we're going first? This is bad. We might have to scoop again. Again, this is one of Regidrago's biggest weaknesses, and that is really bad starting. Really bad starts, which it definitely can have. But no energies, no search. Ooh, a Fezandipiti. Come on, good draw, good draw. An energy. That's a bad draw. We'll attach and pass, I guess. So we're basically going to have to use Iono next turn, if there even is a next turn at this point. Shoot. This is not good. I'm hoping my opponent has a worse start. They're just going to draw 2. And there they go. Okay. So, my hope is that they just don't end up getting anything else. That they just kind of end their turn here. An energy and probably pass, I'd imagine. Okay. So, this is scary. Okay, there's a Regidrago. We're good. We're good. I don't think I want to go Hawlucha. That just... Well, actually, Hawlucha doesn't seem too bad here, to be completely honest. Because what this allows us to do is Hawlucha, we can actually just retreat into the Hawlucha. We do our 10 damage. Yes, we would like to use Flying Entry. I want this kind of as like a body just to sit behind. We're going to retreat into the Hawlucha just in case. We should have probably waited to do that. But I know this is going to be a stall turn. So, let's do that. We do get some stuff going. We can Earthen Vessel away an energy. We can... Okay, so we have to do some sequencing here. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking as I go along. We're going to discard this, go for 2. Yeah. And then we're just going to duplicate it again. We're going to duplicate the grass again. 1, 2. So we need to go something like this. Ultra Ball. Yeah, we just need to get an Ogerpon down, I think. This, and... I don't want to discard all the grass energy, of course, because we need to accelerate it. We can get rid of the energy switch, maybe. See, this is really tough. Because I just want to be able to... You know, let's get rid of the fire. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go and get ourselves a Teal Mask. So, it isn't turn 1. We actually also potentially could be able to use Restart here. Teal Dance, and then we can Energy Switch. So, we will actually be able to use Restart this turn. Oh, wow, that was perfect. What a perfect draw. We're going to Energy Switch off the Mew. onto the Regidrago, and then we're going to use Restart to draw 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so Night Stretcher also could be helpful for later. We're going to go ahead and get another Regidrago V just in case. We could also potentially go for another Teal Mask, but I think that this is just the safer option. And then I think we just pass. We could have gone for another Teal Mask and then Night Stretchered, but I kind of want to save the Night Stretcher, not do anything else. Beach Court, okay. That's very interesting. I don't exactly know why that's in there. I mean, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Earthen Vessel, so they're gonna... Fighting Energy. Is this... What is this? Is this, Raging Bolt? I don't actually know. Fighting Energy is confusing me. If it's Raging Bolt, I don't know why Raging Bolt will play Beach Court, but... I mean, it makes sense. Fezandipiti can be put into anything. Jeez, yeah, okay. They're definitely turboing through their deck. Just getting all their energies. We do the same thing, kinda. Yeah, this is Raging Bolt. Okay. It's just very awkward. I don't know why they're playing Beach Court, because that's beneficial to the opponent as well. So I think we draw, we use Restart, and then... Okay, so they're actually just gonna go... Very bold move of our opponent to just... Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. Very bold move of our opponent to try and just get the aggressive KO. But this is why we put the Hawlucha in the active spot as kind of just like a sacrifice. Because I knew it was going down. But they have 2 Ogerpons going. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so we do have an Ultra Ball. So we can go something like this. We can restart for 1. Or I could Night Stretcher. I think we'll just restart for 1. It's an energy. So what we can do is we can go Teal Dance on 1. It's a Fezandipiti. Oh, a Fezandipiti is very nice. We can actually use that and flip the script. Draw 3 more. Very nice. Okay. So now we can go something along the lines of Ultra Ball. And then Research. Or we can just kind of dump with Legacy Star. I think what we're going to want to do is just use Night Stretcher and guarantee that we have our energy to attach. We also... Actually, we could also do something like that. But I don't think that's... I was thinking through like a Dragapult play or something like that. Let's go Ultra Ball away Boston Fire and go and get ourselves a Dragapult. Because I don't think that we have a Dragapult in the discard yet. We do not. So let's go get the Dragapult, and then we can just research this hand away. Yeah, let's go research. Boom. So now... Oh, wow. Okay. So we have a lot going on here. I think we want some energy switches and maybe another Teal Mask in play. We could also benefit from getting some energies back. So I think let's go Nest Ball for... Teal. How many superiors do we have? I think we're looking for superiors. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go Legacy Star and try and hit, like, superior energy retrieval. We don't hit it. I think what we're gonna want, though, is we're gonna want to get energy switch. And we could even go for an Earthen Vessel, to be honest, which does almost the same thing. Yeah, this looks pretty decent. Because we can go for start setting up another one. Ooh, we do have to be considerate of the fire energies, though. So let's go for something like this, actually. Because we have energy switches left, right? Oh, yeah, we still have 3 left. We're good. So let's go Earthen Vessel away the Kyurem. Discard that. And get our 2 remaining energies in the deck. Wow. I just wanted to also be able to discard that. let's go Teal Dance on 1. And we draw into... Okay, so there's the superior. That would have been much more helpful. But I think we are putting ourselves in a pretty decent spot to win. To be completely honest. Because now we can go Apex Dragon. And then we can go Phantom Dive. And then we can put probably 10 on the Fezandipiti. And then we can put the rest on the Ogerpon. So that way we can actually knock out Ogerpon with Ogerpon. So we knock that out. We make sure that we can knock out the Fezandipiti. And then we can knock out Ogerpon with Ogerpon. And we also have Ultra Ball. So we kind of have like a backup plan here. So they're gonna hit this. They're gonna hit our Regidrago. I don't think it's gonna do enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the Raging Bolt. I think it's a little late for that though. I mean, they definitely still could get it powered up in one turn. Okay, they definitely can power it up with one turn with Sada's, which would not be good. But then we have Boss, and then they have like very few options remaining. Okay, I don't think we're knocking out this Raging Bolt at any point. Do they use, I think they use concealed cards already. Yeah, they use concealed cards. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so our game plan is get another V-Star going. We need our energy switches, and we need, yeah, there's a lot of things that we need to do on this next turn. I don't think that we're going to use Trifrost this game. Okay, 240. Very good, very good. They missed the KO, which basically means that we can kind of clean up. Yeah, we could just clean up shop. There's nothing they can really do. We'll just knock out everything, and that would seal the game. So, very good. Very good. I think we're going to wrap it up there. We didn't get to use Kyurem, which is kind of disappointing, but the fact that now you can use Kyurem is very, very strong. Very, it's very intimidating. I don't know if we'll cover this deck again. Maybe if it wins like a tournament or something, and maybe we'll see Kyurem in play. But I'm telling you that there was a 4-prize turn, literally the game before I pressed record. So Kyurem is definitely a card that is going to shake up the meta and is going to make this a really good deck overall. But as you saw, other than that really crazy poison, turbo deck that we saw at the like the middle of the video, the second battle, this deck was performing astronomically, and it was able to rebound from some really awful starts. So that's going to wrap it up for this video on Regidrago VSTAR. I really hope you guys did enjoy the video. I have a lot of fun making these videos, especially Regidrago. I've had a ton of fun with this deck, and I hope that you guys do too. But if you guys would want to see more stuff like this on the channel, or if you would want to see more Regidrago on the channel, then let me know. I do have a ton more decks planned for Shrouded Fable, but that's going to wrap it up for this video. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, have fun. We'll see you out there, and we'll see you next time. Thank you all so much for watching.